Hi babes, join me for the exclusive screening and Q&A talkback of Love Brooklyn about three longtime Brooklynites who navigate love, friendship, and careers amid the rapidly changing landscape of Brooklyn, New York. Eagle-eyed Brooklynites will notice Fort Greene as well as parts of Bed-Stuy in this movie. So come with me.
Love Brooklyn. No, I'm gonna do it. Okay. Today, we have the opportunity to have this amazing Q&A with the director of the film, Rachel Abigail Holder. She coming. And then we have the star of the show, the man himself, Andre Holland.
How y'all doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Thank y'all so much for coming.
Andre, let's just jump on in, brother, because they just wrapped up. I heard it close and everything. So tell us a little bit about what drew you to this script, specifically, Love Brooklyn. And I want you to go into something, like we talked about this in the other Q&A, but I'm going to like skip a couple steps and get you guys right to the meat. So this film was originally not set in Brooklyn.
Right.
It was originally set in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was really set in Manhattan, and then you were the one that got the idea to bring it to Brooklyn.
Yes.
Well, I gotta say, thank y'all for coming, first of all, and I appreciate y'all so much. I definitely wanted to sit in Brooklyn, but I regret where Rich Holder also did, So it wasn't just my decision, it was a group decision that was made, and I think we made the right choice.
Yes.
It was beautiful. I mean, I'm from Alabama originally, so I'm a Brooklyn transplant. But I've been here a long time now, and I feel one of the things I really love about Brooklyn is that it feels not unlike my community in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
I know it sounds a little crazy, folks that ain't from Brooklyn, but when I go outside, I live in Bed-Stuy, I go outside, man, I see people. Yeah, that happens all the time, I see people all the time, like Miss Lorraine across the street checking in on me, or when I'm out of town, my neighbor next door, hey, we saw somebody stop by your house, we just want to make sure everything good. So we always looking out for each other, and that for me felt like a safe space to try something that's really, really difficult. Like I was terrified to be producing for the first time and acting, on like a tiny little budget, and I honestly didn't know if we could do it, but doing it in this space, in this kind of community, I think meant everything to me. Now, in terms of Brooklyn as a character, I must admit that there were so many things that I think, and I don't want to speak to you, tell me if I'm wrong about this, but I think we had ambitions to do so much more with Brooklyn as a character.
Mm-hmm.
Like places that we wanted to shoot, even down to like murals that we shot, and like, we had the aquarium, the Brooklyn Aquarium there, we had Watermelon, we had everybody in it, but then, when you work on a small budget, it turns, it's difficult to get things clear, to be able to pay the fees that it takes to license certain things. And so we weren't able to show everything that we wanted to show, but I feel like we got a nice taste of it anyway. And it felt, last thing I'll say is that it also felt like, one of the things that drives me crazy is like how fast the neighborhood is changing. I remember on Tompkins, like we used to go to Bedfine, Lovers Rock, and now you look, man, that place is gone. Now, and things are just disappearing so fast. And so it felt important to me to try and shoot something in this moment, to capture at least, even if we didn't get the actual, photographs of the places, we at least tried to capture the essence, the feeling of what it feels like to be there today. Because who knows what that's going to be tomorrow.
It's a time capsule for us.
I want to say it's a very beautiful film in so many different ways. The look back idea is really interesting, and the various moments of it around relationships and history, but also even just, Andre, you riding your bike in the middle of the road, not in the bike lane, and never looking back. but and no helmet, as my mother-in-law says. Um, the other thing before I ask my question is, I fell in love in Brooklyn. This wonderful woman here, and we talked about film, which just reminded me of those days. Also riding my bike without a helmet. But this question is for Rachel, who I know from many years ago, and I knew was making this film, and I knew it was a feature film, but was mind blown when it got into Sundance, and then further mind blown when I later found out that Andre, you are in the film, and Dowanda's in the film, and we've got Oscar movies and blockbusters. And Rachel, my question for you is, weren't you intimidated by doing this with these actors? The first time doing a film like this? How did you do that and so effectively?
Thank you so much for your question.
Yes, I was very intimidated. I told this story a million times, but you guys are new. I used to have a special ringtone on my phone for Andre when he would call me so that I would calm down my nervous system. And that was like 2 years. And then it turned into a regular ringtone because I saw him as a human being. Yeah, and I feel like Nicole still sort of has that effect on me. I just did an interview with her and I was like, oh yeah. She's just so amazing and talented and tells stories in chapters through her eyes only. And she's just magnificent. And yeah, just so great, right? Like, why is she in every single movie ever, right? And Yolanda too, just so great. Definitely intimidated. I think that like what calmed me down with Yolanda and Nicole specifically was, you know, when these like famous people, like I think the humanizing of them happens through them liking your taste and liking you specifically as an artist and being able to point to what they like about you. And it put me at ease.
The movie was beautiful. Oh man, thank y'all. Thank you, man.
More than just what you see in little isolated clips.
Yeah.
The facts. Every moment that you yeah. And so many times, it seemed like the day was Love Brooklyn premieres tomorrow nationwide, September 5th. Don't forget to run out and get your tickets and see this movie. Now you have been bellified.